Hi everyone, it's Auntie Kate, Yard Sales Arena, here with Uncle Vinty, the Vintage Toolman, with our yard sale finds for the weekend of August the 16th. We haven't done a show in a while. That's because we've both been really busy with work and we've been out of town. It is summer. We did go on a vacation. However, we are back and we do have some interesting items to show you. We found most of these items at an estate sale up in Linthicum, near the airport in Maryland. So let me start off down here. I usually don't buy dolls, but these were really inexpensive, so I thought I would take a chance. This right here is a Laughing Santa by Gund. You can see he still has his ribbon on that says Laughing Santa by Gund, G-U-N-D. Turn my handle and I laugh and laugh and laugh. The laughing toys were made between 1954 and 1957. The laughing box mechanism is actually a phonograph-like device that plays a small record. It was patented in 1953 and used in millions of toys. The price on the Laughing Santas range from $25 to as much as $100 if it's in good condition and still laughs. So, let's see if ours still laughs. This is the mechanism. We undid the stitching in the back so that we could check on him. But are you ready?
No.
Oh, he doesn't laugh. We did take him apart and someone stepped on him and broke the mechanism. So unfortunately our Santa's only worth about $25, but I only paid $2.50 for him. I did get two other dolls. The heads of these dolls are made out of paper mache and the bodies are cloth. I usually don't buy dolls because I don't know very much about dolls, but I took a chance on these because they were $2.50 each. They aren't in great shape. You can see there is some crazing and cracking of the paper mache, but at $2.50 I think I did quite well. The black doll is probably worth more than the white doll just because they were more unique. All right, moving on. A hat box. I looked online, level hats, that must be some kind of a brand or something, but I couldn't find anything about them. So if anybody has any information, let me know. Anyway, I paid $5 for the hat box. I believe it had a top hat in it because it's so tall, and it's probably worth about $20. They had some tins. They were overpriced, but I got them for half off, which is, you know, still wasn't the best in the world. But I got this nice oyster tin. And on the back, can you see that, Uncle Vinty?
Yeah.
It says Callus Seafood.
Oh, you can't see that.
Oh.
It's
punched in, yeah. Callus Seafood, Millenbeck, Virginia. And these sell for $20 to $30, but that's with the lid and in good condition. Fortunately, I only paid $12.50 for mine, and I do like it. And people around here in the Annapolis area do buy those. I got another tin from the Lancaster Salted Nut Company, Golden Brown brand salted nuts. And I had to pay a little more for this one, $17.50. He had $35 on that. That's way too high in my book. Then this can, I don't think he charged me for. Red K brand Petroleum USP. So Kuhn, Libby and Company. I did find some information on them that related to mesothelioma. So I don't know if it was in their company and the products that they produced that contributed to the development of mesothelioma, or perhaps the building. Anyway, I couldn't find much on that company or that petroleum jelly. This estate sale had a lot of scientific equipment, really old scientific equipment, and they had a lot of microscopes. I didn't buy this microscope there. I bought this at another estate sale. But they had a lot of microscope boxes, and they were $5 each. So I figured I would buy them because I needed one for my microscope. So I bought this. I believe it's rosewood, and my microscope, which is, what brand is my microscope?
Spencer.
Spencer.
Anyway,
There you go.
it fits in there.
So it does. So the microscope does fit in the case, and that's what I bought it for. I picked up this bottle for $1. It's probably only worth $5 to $10, but it's a Scotch bottle from Glasgow, Scotland, and it says federal law forbids sale or reuse of this bottle. So the gentleman who sold it to me and I both broke the law. So another one of these cases, this one happens to have a nice metal tag on it. And just two more microscope boxes. This one says AN. I'm not familiar with that brand, but you can see that it did hold. Well, what do you think this one held? It's got this round piece in the bottom, Uncle Vinty.
I don't know.
Tubes or something. We don't know what this one held. But anyway, some type of scientific equipment. This one is rosewood. I think they might all be rosewood. This actually, the finish is awful, but the wood underneath is quite nice. What do you think that is? Think that's rosewood?
Could
That
be.
has a nice look to it. And again, this is a microscope box, place for the slides, and this one actually has the key to it.
And it's an American Optical.
Oh, this is American Optical. I don't know where the, oh, there it is. The logo is
Logo is right there.
AO.
AO with that little heart, like a shield-like thing.
That's right. We were familiar with that particular logo. And then I bought this, a bugle. What did he have on the bugle? 45. I think he had 45 on the bugle. And when I was in there, the house was really dark, and you can see it's been soldered. Someone tried to resolder it, which Uncle Vinty tells me it can be resoldered. This just was not done well or properly. But when I saw it in the house, I told the gentleman that I could not see any marking on it. So that's why I got it at a really good deal. And you're not going to be able to see this.
Let me get a close-up here.
Can you think you can see it? You want me to move it? Do you want to
There
move
it
it?
is. I can see it.
Okay, U.S. I'll let you turn it.
This is U.S. regulation.
That's what it says.
Made in USA.
That's what it says. So anyway, so this was an official bugle, World War I, World War II, one of those. And I paid about 20 bucks for it. And they sell for $70 to $90, even in this condition. So I was happy to get that. It has the mouthpiece. Just a couple more items. This is a Dietz Little Wizard lantern. This lantern has a red globe, and it says City of Baltimore. So that kind of ups the price tag on these a little bit. I paid $7.50 for this, and this would probably sell for $20 to $30. Now you can see that it looks kind of brown and sticky. That's because it was rather rusty. And what we do with our rusty items is knock the rust off with steel wool, wire brush, sandpaper, something like that, and then use linseed oil. In this case, Uncle Vinty took an old toothbrush and used it to apply the linseed oil. We cleaned up the globe, and it looks really nice. The linseed oil does dry and acts like a sealer for the metal items.
Takes a long time sometimes, but it'll be
It does
sticky.
take a long time. It stays tacky
So don't put a lot on.
for a while. Then they had these neat old wood and iron hames that actually had some of the leather still on them. And he had 25 on this. I paid $12.50 for them. And again, this is a nice item. This item would most likely sell for around $30. People use these for home decor. You can put a mirror in them, use it as a picture frame, and there's probably other creative ways that people can use them. All right, hang on. Uncle Vinty has one more item to show.
This is Uncle Vinty. I bought one item at this garage sale, or estate sale. there were a lot of items. This guy was some sort of industrial engineer, and he had a Bridgeport mill for one thing, and a shopsmith and some lathes and other equipment.
A huge compressor.
A huge air compressor, and lots of tools. And he also had some chemistry flasks and beakers and so forth. And he had a lot of cameras as well, and a lot of optical equipment like that. But I didn't really need all that, so I bought one item, and it's a power supply. It's an old power supply. It's a Warner, and I paid $7 for it, and it does work actually. And it's a 8-volt 10 amp power supply, and I plan to use it to recharge my battery for the Insight, my Honda Insight batteries that I replaced recently, and I'll have a video on that and I'll show that sometime, hopefully.
Yeah, I'll get that edited soon.
But anyway, that's it for the art sale show for August 16th.
We'll be back next week with more yard sale finds.